Number 1. Dodgy M. Sparks, the man who remembers 95%. Houston, 1988. 3:30 a.m. You wake up paralyzed. Can't move your arm, leg, nothing. High-pitched sound spinning in your head like a turbine accelerating. And then you feel it. You're being pulled through the ceiling. Your body passes through solid matter. You don't pass out. No blackout. Completely conscious of everything. You wake up inside a craft and remember everything. No hypnosis. No therapy. 95% conscious recall. That doesn't exist in abductions. And it wasn't just once. It was 20 years. Hundreds of times. You're Jim Sparks, real estate developer. Completely normal life until 1988. At first you fight it, curse at the beings, flee to the other side of the country trying to escape. Doesn't matter where you are. They always find you. You drink heavily to forget. Doesn't work. They keep coming. You drink heavily. Inside the craft, they extract sperm dozens of times. They force you to learn an alien alphabet, luminous symbols floating in the air. You scream, "I don't want to learn this shit." They wait, patient. Repeat until you memorize it. 1995, everything changes. They take you to an abandoned amusement park. You float 300 meters above a rusty roller coaster. This time, you don't feel fear. You enjoy the sensation. You land and see reptilians for you. Not the small grays that appear in every report. These are different. Humanoid. 6 feet tall. Vertical eyes like a snake. Scaly green-gray skin. They have a message for you. Your planet is dying. They show holograms. Forests disappearing. Dead oceans. Nuclear arsenals ready to detonate. They say they made an agreement with human governments. Clean energy technology in exchange for cooperation. Governments broke the agreement. Clean energy is considered a threat to national security. You ask, why tell me this? Cold answer, agreements with your leaders were violated. Now we contact ordinary people. And there's more. They introduce you to your daughter. Hybrid, half human, half alien, created with sperm they extracted from you. You look into her eyes, feel deep connection. Something genetically yours is alive in that being. Aliens reveal technology they've mastered. Time travel, invisibility, dimensional manipulation, instantaneous transport by thought. You become their N. You calm other abductees during procedures. You witness hundreds of humans being processed in an industrial hybridization production line. You see technology that would eliminate global dependence on fossil fuels. Clean energy, free, functional, all hidden. 2007. You quit everything. Found Your Earth Foundation. Educate the public full-time about what you witnessed. Living in Nevada today. Giving lectures across the country. Wrote The Keepers. In the next case, humans floating in glass containers, underwater base beneath pyramid, and the guy managed to bring his wife on the second abduction. Number 2. Filiberto Cardenas, Pyramid Under the Ocean, Miami. January 3rd, 1979. You're Filiberto Cardenas, 46 years old, Cuban, store owner, simple life. Friend calls, want to go buy a pig for Sunday's barbecue? You're in. He shows up with his wife and 13-year-old daughter. They take your car, Okeechobee Road. 2 farms. No pig. They try a third. Dirt road in the middle of nowhere. Engine dies. Simply stops. Battery okay. Cables okay. Everything working. Engine dead. You and your friend get out to check under the hood. Suddenly you hear buzzing. Like a swarm of thousands of bees, blinding blue-white light descends from the sky. Oval object, maybe 30 to 40 feet in diameter, hovering directly over the car. You're enveloped by a beam of light. You lift off the ground like gravity doesn't exist anymore. You levitate into the object. You disappear in front of 3 screaming witnesses. Your friend floors it. The car that was dead starts instantly. They speed away. 2 hours later, a cop finds you kneeling on a road 16 miles away, disoriented, not remembering anything. Strong smell, sulfur, sticks to you for days, impossible to remove. Official police report. Type of crime field, Close encounter third kind. Only time in history American police officially admit an alien abduction. Hospital. They examine you. 108 puncture marks scattered across your body. Circular pattern, like thin needles. Following days you suffer. Extreme sweating, uncontrollable thirst, violently fluctuating temperature, fragmented memory, sensation of time and space altering. Weeks later, they do regression hypnosis. The memories return. You wake up in a craft. Trapped in a chair with a suction mechanism, can't move absolutely anything. 3 beings around you, about 5 feet tall, bright white jumpsuits, completely opaque helmets. One approaches, different helmet, special, places it on you. Telepathic communication begins. They try German, English, finally they manage in Spanish. We're going to take you to another place. You're transferred to a smaller craft, gondola type. 3 other humans sitting there, all disoriented. The craft begins to descend, but not into air, into the ocean. You see through the small window, deep blue water surrounding you. Craft submerging, down, 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 until you see enormous structure on the bottom. Underwater pyramid, gigantic, metallic, covered in pulsating geometric lights. Craft enters through the base, underwater hangar that shouldn't exist. You stumble out. Taken inside the structure, endless corridors, rooms filled with incomprehensible technology. In a larger room, you see something disturbing. Other humans, lots of people, talking, walking, like it's a party. They take you to another room, large rocket ship. You enter with 3 other confused humans. Short trip? They say telepathically. Chair with suction, they take off. Minutes later, they land in an unknown place. They give you food. The craft disappears. You're found hours later, 16 miles from the original point, kneeling on asphalt, confused, still smelling of sulfur. February 21st, 1979. 6 weeks after the first abduction, you and your wife Iris wake up in the middle of the night. Can't sleep. Feel inexplicable urgency to return to the location. 5 a.m. you drive there. Empty road, sky still dark. Object appears again. Hovers over the car. Takes both of you. 3 hours inside. Iris sees everything. Completely conscious. No need for hypnosis afterward. Almost human beings this time. Almond-shaped eyes, long eyelashes, some with thin beards. On their chests, they all wear an emblem. Stylized serpent S over cross X. Exactly the same emblem reported in other cases completely unrelated to yours. Disturbing detail. Hours before the second abduction, Miami International Airport employees report a giant mothership hovering exactly over the region where you were going. Next one. Guy was taken to Andromeda, 2.5 million light-years away, and discovered there's a galactic war happening behind the scenes. Number 3. Alex Collier, 2.5 million light-years. You're 14 years old. Michigan, 1964. Isolated Upper Peninsula. First contact. 2 beings appear out of nowhere. Tall, perfect humanoids. Platinum blonde hair glowing, penetrating blue eyes that seem to see through you. They introduce themselves telepathically. Morene and Visayas, from Andromeda, star system they call Zenede. We're preparing you psychologically. We'll return. And they return. 1985. You're an adult now. Contacts increase dramatically. They're not abductions. They're conversations. Scheduled meetings. Programmed visits. Morene even learns to use human vocal cords to speak out loud. Normally, they're 100% telepathic. They start teaching you galactic history, interstellar politics, advanced technology, ancient wars, dozens of alien races. You're taken aboard their ships. Not small disc-type ships, giants, size of cities floating in space. You see, crystalline corridors glowing with their own light, total control through pure thought, faster than light travel bending space-time, propulsion that locally manipulates gravity. And there's more. Much more. You're taken to Andromeda, literally transported to the neighboring galaxy, 2.5 million light-years from Earth. Zenete system. Binary star, 27 habitable planets orbiting. You see entire cities, Organic architecture growing from the ground like living trees, people levitating naturally, casual teleportation, total harmony. Their life expectancy, 2007 years. You ask the obvious, why do you live so long? Morene explains, elevated consciousness reduces cellular stress. Medical technology corrects genetic degradation at the root. Society without conflict eliminates psychosomatic diseases. But you also learn dark things, disturbing things. Galactic hierarchy divided into two groups, evolutionary races, Andromedans, Pleiadians, Taotians, Procyonese, defend free will, natural spiritual evolution. Regressive races, Draconians from Alpha Draconis, Orion Empire, Greys, Sirius B faction. Conquest through control, systemic slavery. Draconians are the bosses, oldest reptilian race in the galaxy. According to Morene, they came from another universe millions of years ago. They consider themselves universal royalty by right, viscerally hate humans. Why? Great galactic war millions of years ago. Humans invaded territories Draconians considered theirs. Morene describes coldly. Draconians are the ultimate warriors. They've conquered dozens of star systems, genetically altered countless life forms to serve as slaves. They created the Greys, disposable biological tools. They captured an Orion race, massacred all females, genetically altered the surviving males. Result, perfect servants, no emotion, obedient unto death, completely disposable. You ask the inevitable question, what about Earth? Morene gets serious. Heavy silence. Earth is under political quarantine. Regressives want complete control. Evolutionaries want humans to evolve naturally without interference. Massive political war happening behind the scenes for millennia. Even worse, Earth governments made secret agreements with regressive factions. Advanced technology in exchange for permission for abductions, genetic experiments, shared underground bases. Agreements to publicly disclose our presence were completely violated. That's why we started contacting ordinary people directly. Andromedan Council, Galactic UN, over 140 member races. Recently, races from Nibiru claimed legal ownership of Earth. They argue they left technological equipment here millennia ago, want to recover it. Council permitted entry into the solar system to collect, but prohibited direct approach to Earth. Morene visibly worried. New races on the Council find Nibiru's legal claim convincing. What if the Council orders you to leave the solar system? Morene, for the first time you see genuine concern, technically would have to obey. Maerjur Kinsei. But races originally committed to human protection, Andromedans, Pleiadians, Taotians, Procyonese, made a decision. Regardless of formal politics, they're staying. If we detect direct regressive involvement on the surface, we won't hesitate to intervene openly. Backstage war could become open war at any moment. In fact, armed conflicts already happened. Pleiades, Procyon, Tau Ceti faced Orions and Draconians at the outer edges of the solar system, significant losses on both sides. Moon-sized ship was detected. Group called Jehovah stationed in Saturn's rings, watching, waiting. Technologies you witnessed, functional time travel, warp drive engines, frequency healing, networked telepathic collective consciousness. Explicit warnings. Earth entering massive changes, magnetic poles reversing, combination of natural cosmic cycle plus accelerated human pollution. Technology to solve absolutely everything already exists, but it's being actively suppressed. Control. Always about control. You're Alex Collier today. Public lectures, books defending sacred ground, and letters from Andromeda. Critics say you made it all up. Elaborate psychosis. Your answer always the same. Doesn't matter if you believe. Truth remains truth. Silent galactic war. Earth as disputed territory. Reptilians seeing us as legal property. Life-saving technology locked in vaults. Clock's ticking, but you at least had beings supporting you. And those were the cases for today. If you enjoy this kind of content, subscribe to the channel and give this video a like if it surprised you. And tell me in the comments, which case or UFO form shocked you the most? There's still a lot more to uncover. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.